Cleaning biofouling from ship hulls does not only affect ships, but also the surrounding marine environment. During cleaning, alien species and chemicals from anti-fouling coatings can be released into the sea. In this video, we explore how water analysis helps us understand and reduce these impacts. When ships are cleaned, two main types of pollution occur: biological and chemical. Biological pollution comes from alien species that detach and spread into new marine ecosystems. Chemical pollution comes from anti-fouling coatings, which release toxic substances like heavy metals and biocides. To monitor the effects of hull cleaning in real time, we use multi-parameter probes such as the WIMO system. These sensors allow us to measure water quality before, during, and after cleaning. By comparing the three stages, we can identify how much pollution is caused by the cleaning process itself. The WIMO probe provides us with several important parameters. Chlorophyll is measured as an indicator of phytoplankton biomass, and when its concentrations increase during cleaning, this means that biofouling organisms have been released into the water. Turbidity shows how cloudy the water is, and higher values during cleaning point to more particles, such as residues of biofouling, suspended in the environment. Dissolved oxygen is another key parameter, since changes in oxygen levels can reflect increased biological activity or the degradation of organic matter released during cleaning. The probe also records pH and conductivity, which reflect the chemical balance and salinity of seawater. Sudden shifts in these parameters often signal the leaching of toxic substances such as heavy metals and biocides from anti-fouling coatings. By continuously measuring these parameters in real time, we gain immediate feedback on the impact of hull cleaning on the marine environment and can evaluate how effectively green cleaning technologies prevent pollution. In addition to real-time monitoring with sensors, we also carry out detailed laboratory analyses of water samples. These samples are collected before, during, and after hull cleaning, and they provide us with a deeper understanding of what exactly is being released into the marine environment. On the chemical side, the samples are analyzed for toxic substances that originate from anti-fouling coatings. These include heavy metals such as copper and zinc, as well as organic biocides, all of which are designed to prevent organisms from attaching to ship hulls. When released into the sea during cleaning, however, these substances can accumulate in the water column and sediments, potentially harming marine life. On the biological side, laboratory methods allow us to identify microorganisms, algae, and fragments of larger organisms that may include alien or invasive species. Even small quantities of these organisms, if released into a new environment, can establish themselves and disrupt local ecosystems. By combining microscopic observations with molecular techniques, we can detect both the presence and the diversity of these species in the water. Together, chemical and biological analyses provide evidence of the scale and type of pollution caused by hull cleaning. When compared with results from green technologies that collect polluted water in tanks, these analyses help us demonstrate how sustainable cleaning practices can significantly reduce risks to marine ecosystems.
During the cleaning process of a vessel hull without the green technologies, just the cleaning itself, we found that indeed the water surrounding the cleaning was contaminated with the biofouling. So the chlorophyll A concentrations were higher than in natural concentrations around. On the contrary, when we when we sampled the water during the cleaning process with the use of the robot, and the polluted water was pumped on shore and kept in special tanks, then we found that the concentration of chlorophyll was more or less the same that in the natural conditions.
In the Green Hull project, we carried out test measurements to evaluate the environmental impact of in-water cleaning method. Our results clearly showed that underwater cleaning with a robot, combined with a land-based treatment unit for the wastewater collected during the process, is highly effective. In this approach, polluted water is not released back into the sea but is instead pumped to shore, where it undergoes several stages of purification. The cleaning process starts with mechanical filtration to remove larger particles, continues with chemical treatment to neutralize harmful substances, and is finalized with UV disinfection to eliminate microorganisms. Only after these steps is the water clean enough to be safely returned to the sea. The solid residues collected during cleaning are separated from the water, preserved for further chemical and biological analyses, and treated as hazardous waste. Their storage and disposal follow strict legal requirements to ensure that no secondary pollution occurs. It is also important to stress that underwater hull cleaning is subject to numerous national, European, and international laws and regulations. These frameworks define threshold levels for specific substances in seawater, including heavy metals and biocides. However, the allowed concentration levels are not always the same across countries, even when they share the same sea. This highlights the need for harmonized international practices to ensure that sustainable shipping and marine protection go hand in hand.